So this is a quick tutorial on how to set up an Elmo document camera and hook it up to your computer. So you're gonna need a few things. You need to make sure that you have a VGA cable hooked up to your VGA input on the laptop or desktop. You're also going to need a USB output for this item. So you got a printer cable like this one, the standard printer cable. It's a pretty old school item, but you're going to need one to hook it up correctly. Plug that into the USB out port and then the in port for your laptop or desktop. Once you've done that, you're going to need to download the Elmo Interactive Toolbox. Here's the icon for it over here. As I start that, and I've already downloaded the software, it's going to ask me which one do I want to have as my primary monitor and my secondary monitor. I want this to come onto my primary monitor, which is going to be this screen. My secondary monitor is going to be the large screen up there that I'm going to use during my Zoom call. So how do I set up to make sure that this is working properly? You can see that it's shining on the desk now, and it's got this whiteboard problem here. So any changes that I make are going to show up and be viewable by the students during a Zoom call. So let's open a Zoom meeting and make sure that everything is set up for that as well.
Setting.
So I got to go to the settings menu, and then I got to go to general and make sure this is checked off right here. It says use dual monitors. I got to check that off. Then I got to go to sharing the screen, and in order for us to see the students at the same time, this has to be checked off right here where it says show Zoom windows during screen share. So click on that and you're in good shape. Okay, so once that's done, you can go out of the settings menu and start a new meeting. I'm gonna decrease the size of this. There we go. And I'm gonna share this window onto the big screen right now. And so I'm gonna go over here and make sure that I'm got a couple of things happening. So you just need to make sure that in your mirror settings that you're using these as a separate display. If that doesn't come up for you, the other way to do this is to make sure you look at your system preferences right here. And that's actually showing up on the big screen over there. Let me pull it back so you can see this. And that would be under displays, which is right here. And we need to make sure the arrangement tab is open and that things are being set up as separate displays, not being mirrored. We don't want this checked off like that. We want to make sure that it's not being mirrored. We want the other option. Okay, so move back into here. And use this separate display. Okay. Very good. So next, wonderful. So we have plenty of windows to play with here. And I'm gonna get out of this panel. Okay, cool. So next thing would be to grab these windows and pull them onto your other desktop. You want to have, so usually it's to the right of your other desktop, so you can arrange these before you start the meeting. And this is your control panel over here. And a couple other things that you'd want to make sure you grab are the, oops, lost connection, hold on a second. There it goes. Okay, so we want to use it as a separate display once again, so we'll pop that up on there. Good. All right, so you also need the, you want to monitor the participants and the chat, so we're going to pull these out. And the chat. The chat's showing up in the right spot, and you can pull that to another corner. And you can also pull the participants on my other screen here. Zoom in on that, please. So I'm going to pull this over to the other window. And it would operate just like a big screen TV on the wall, but it's set up so there's two separate monitors, a dual monitor situation. So here we go. Once you have all that squared away, you can start your meeting and invite your participants and monitor as you go. So that's how you would do that in a Zoom call. And then when you're ready to share your screen, you click on sharing screen, and you're going to choose the Elmo interactive toolbox right here, and this is what they would see. They're going to go hit share, and it's screen sharing your primary area where you have your stuff going on over here, and lo and behold, you still have a screen left on the big screen that is going to have your students on it. And so if this isn't big enough, you can pull that over and resize that screen and expand it.
This is participants.
And the participants would be showing up on this particular large screen. All your students would be viewable just like that. And they would see what you're writing on here. So that gives you the ability to use two different monitors and make it work. That's it. Boom, done.